Hello and welcome back to a rather overcast and breezy Witham St Hughs. And for those of you who don't know Witham St Hughs, it's a new village that's been built on the old RAF Swinderby airbase. Now I am just having a quick look at the monuments and the dedications to the Air Force personnel that were once based here many years ago. Now I have received several messages about the air raid shelters that I filmed here some time ago, and people have asked how they can find them. Now the thing is about these air raid shelters is where they are situated is a place called Sheepwalks Farm, which is over near the airmen's married quarters. Now Sheepwalks Farm has been sold off by the farmer, and the developers are digging the place up at the moment, and they're going to build some 1,250 homes, and it looks like the old air raid shelters could be dug up as well. So I shall show you how to make your way round to the air raid shelters, and using the village hall here at Witham St Hughs that we're standing outside of, we shall use that as the waypoint, the first waypoint. So we've got to go along Caraway Drive, which is what we're on now, then turn onto Warren Lane, then onto Campion Way, then onto Hannah Crescent, and then onto a place called Gibson Green, where the airmen's married quarters were once situated. And then we've got to cross a field. So I shall get my camera bag and my camera, and we shall make our way down to the old air raid shelters. Well, this is our next waypoint along Warren Lane. Now this is where Warren Lane ends for now anyway, but if you come down here in a couple of years' time you might notice that it continues, but behind me that's where they're building the 1,250 homes on the old land of Sheepwalks Farm. But we've got to go down Campion Way now, which is that road there. So let's make our way down there, as we can't get any further. So Campion Way turns into Hannah Crescent. Okay. And across there you can see that's Meadow Sweet Lane, but we've got to keep on going. What we're looking for next is a place called Gibson Green, which is just along here, Gibson Green. We've got to go along Gibson Green, so we shall carry on. Like I said, it's a bit of a walk, this is. I mean, if you're in your car, obviously you can drive up here to Gibson Green. I was only starting off at the village hall at the memorial place, just as a way marker, you know, to give you a place to start, so you can come up here and find the air raid shelters. So we've kept on going along Hannah Crescent. There's a sign there saying Gibson Green, look. But we turn to the left now, we do. And we go along this road and just follow it all the way down to the end. As you can see, this is Gibson Green. So we should continue along Gibson Green. Okay, so this is where Gibson Green branches out to the left and the right again. And we are Gibson Green. So we've got to turn left here. And we carry on to where some more new houses are being built. So all these houses round here, the majority of them are old RAF houses. This is where the airmen's married quarters were, but slowly over time there's a lot of new houses being built all around here. As you can see, we're coming up to some houses that are for sale. Now there's a pathway there. We can go up that way and across the field, or we can go along the footpath, which is the way that we're going to go, because there's another waypoint across here. Because if you're viewing this video in a couple of years' time, there will be houses built everywhere. Another 1,250 homes will be built all on the fields around here. I hear a motorbike going by now. So this, all this part here used to be Gibson Green as well. But when they duelled the A46, they blocked it all off. We look across the fields there. This is where they're going to build their 1,250 homes. Now along here we shall find a sign that's for the public footpath. So the public footpath is going to stay. I think all of this will be dug up, but they can't destroy the public footpath, so that's why I'm coming this way. It's just another waypoint in case you're viewing this in a couple of years' time. Now if I just pan across there a moment, that field over there is also where they're going to build the 1,250 homes. So like I said, they've started across there to dig all that up and put the drainage system in, all the pipe work, and they're working out all the roads. But over the next few months they will start coming across here, and so all this lot will be destroyed as well. But according to the plans, the public footpaths are still being left in place. So that's why I'm coming up here and not going the quick way across the field. But to that quick way I just mentioned, there is actually a ditch that you have to jump over. And after all the rain we've been having over the past couple of weeks, it might be a bit wet or a bit muddy down there. Okay, so we're coming up to the sign that says public footpath. see, public footpath, public right of way, no cycling, no horse riding and all that sort of stuff. Please keep your dogs on a lead. So we're not going up that way because all that weight will be destroyed. So we've got to go up this way. Now this is still part of the public footpath, although it now looks a little bit overgrown. But when they build the 1,250 homes, according to the map, this path is staying. So that's why I brought you this way. So in the years to come, if you want to find these air raid shelters, that's if they haven't been dug up, and you may still be able to find them. But like I was saying back at the village hall, when I viewed the maps, it looked like one of them is going to be dug up because it's part of the plan to where the houses are going to be built. I'll tell you what, it's a bit overgrown down here. Like I said, no one's bothering, nobody's ploughing the fields or anything because all this land is sold. We just pan across there. Some old buildings there. This is part of Sheepwalks Farm. So I'm guessing the farmer decided it was more economical to sell up than continue to farm the land. But if you look down there, you can see where the public footpath still goes. Across there, I don't know if you can see it or not, is where we would have come through if we'd have gone through that little path and then just walk across here. But like I said, there's a ditch there and it has been raining, so possibility it will be full of water. Now the public footpath will be going that way, but we don't want to go that way. We want to carry on along this path here. Now technically, because we've come off the public footpath, we're actually we're trespassing now, we are, which is a not criminal offence but a civil offence. So if somebody is around, they can ask you to leave, but that's about all they can do. You can hear some people about. There's lots of other people wandering around today, I think. Stop here for a minute. If we pan the camera around, that's Sheepwalks Farm there, or what's left of it. I did make a video there a few weeks back, but that's not where we want to go. We want to go further on down here. As I said, it's quite difficult to find these places. I heard about this about 5 or 6 years ago. I heard there was a place, air raid shelter left over from RAF Swinderby, but no one seemed to know where it was. And I came up here a couple of years back and got talking to a dog walker who told me where to find them. Now when you think about it, they're quite some way from the airmen's married quarters, but I suppose they had to be in World War II. When people start dropping bombs on the houses, you want to be as far away as possible. Now when I looked on the plans, like I was saying, it said that all this is going to be ripped up, and this is part of where they're going to build some of the houses. Now, it did say that a forest is going to be saved, but it actually looked like, when you looked in the plans, that part of the forest would actually be dug up, and this is part where where one of the air raid shelters is. It's all depends on the ditch. One on one side of the ditch is going to be dug up, and the other one's going to be left. But anyway, we shall have to see what happens over the next few years. So right, here we go. I should think in 1940, 45, this was nothing like this. You could possibly get to these easy. It's unfortunate that nature has taken its course. It's taken over. So here's the first one anyway. That's the first air raid shelter. The other one is a bit further on in the woods. So there you have it. Yeah, it's got two entrances to it, this one has. And the other entrance looked to be quite dangerous. It looked like it was falling in as nature's taken control. And the blast walls made out of brick were all crumbling. So if you do decide to come to these places, please take care. Please tell somebody that you're coming here, or better still, come with somebody else just in case something does happen. These places were built more than 70 years ago, and although they were made out of steel reinforced concrete, like I say, the brickwork, some of the blast walls and that are caving in. So it's quite dangerous to enter them. Right, we shall continue then to the second one, which is a bit further on into the forest. Now this is the ditch. When I looked on the plans, you see the building work was coming up to this ditch, and so I've been thinking that one air raid shelter will be dug up while possibly the other one will be left. So if that's the case, you should still be able to come and find this one. Very, very hard to find this second one. It's a lot further into the forest than you actually think. You know, you walk along here and you think, no, I must have missed it. It can't be down here, but it is. You just have to keep on walking and you will find it. Plenty of rain over the past couple of weeks, so it's quite muddy around here. So just as the point of you giving up because you think you haven't found it, there it is. That's the second one. It's very, very well hidden, this one. It probably wasn't in 1940, but it certainly is today, where nature has taken over. Well, there you have it. That's how to find the last two remaining air raid shelters here at RAF Swinderby. And I guess it must be about a mile walk, I should think, on how to find these things. But like I said, it looks as though one or maybe both of them will be dug up when they start building these 1,250 homes. I hope not, because, you know, there's plenty of history with these. Well, I guess they call it progress, don't they, digging things up, but let's hope not. So anyway, time to make my way back, and I've hoped you've enjoyed this video. And like I was saying earlier on, if you do come to these places, then please take care, because they are very, very dangerous indeed. Especially that the first one, it could collapse at any minute, those brick walls around it. So if you do come, please take care. So anyway, thank you very, very much for viewing this video, and we will see you in the next one. Right, it's back through the forest again. Make my way home. I'll see you next time.